Hey there! Great to see you all again. You know, every time we record a new episode, I get so excited because I know our listeners are out there, working hard and learning English every single day. That really means a lot to us, and we are so glad you keep coming back to Simple English Talks.
Hey there. Great to see you all again. You know, every time we record a new episode, I get so excited because I know our listeners are out there, working hard and learning English every single day. That really means a lot to us, and we are so glad you keep coming back to Simple English Talks.
Absolutely. And I have to tell you, I was actually thinking about today's topic just this morning. I was sitting at home with my coffee, staring out the window, and I had this strange feeling. I didn't want to do the same things again today. I wanted something to change, but I didn't even know what that change should be. Has that ever happened to you?
Yes, that feeling is so real, and it's actually exactly what we're talking about today. Today's topic is, why do you feel stuck? And we are going to teach you all the vocabulary, phrases, and expressions you need to talk about this feeling in real, everyday English. Whether you feel stuck in your job, your routine, your relationships, or even your English learning, this episode is made for you.
And by the end of today's episode, you're going to know exactly how to say you feel stuck, how to describe that feeling to someone else, and, most importantly, how to talk about getting unstuck and moving forward. These are phrases that real English speakers use every single day, and they're going to make your English sound so much more natural and confident.
Before we jump in, we have a question for you. Have you ever felt stuck in your life? Maybe in your job, your studies, or your daily routine? Tell us in the comments below. We read every single one, and we love hearing your stories. Your answers always make our day, and you might just inspire someone else.
Yes, please leave us a comment. And hey, if you're enjoying Simple English Talks, please hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a single episode. We upload new content every week just for amazing learners like you. Okay, let's stop waiting and get into it.
So, first things first, what exactly does the word stuck mean? Stuck is the past tense form of the verb to stick. When something sticks, it can't move freely. Think about glue or tape. But when we say, I feel stuck in everyday English, we're not talking about anything physical at all. We're talking about a very common emotional experience, the feeling that your life isn't moving forward. It's like you're standing completely still while everything around you seems to be changing and moving on.
So, first things first. What exactly does the word stuck mean? Stuck is the past tense form of the verb to stick. When something sticks, it can't move freely. Think about glue or tape. But when we say, I feel stuck in everyday English, we're not talking about anything physical at all. We're talking about a very common emotional experience, the feeling that your life isn't moving forward. It's like you're standing completely still while everything around you seems to be changing and moving on.
Oh, that is such a perfect way to describe it. Here's another image that might help. Imagine you're driving your car and you hit really heavy traffic. You can't go forward, you can't go back, you're just sitting there waiting and waiting. Now imagine that feeling, but instead of your car, it's your life that's not moving. You feel like nothing is changing, nothing is improving, and you honestly don't know what to do next. That's exactly what it means to feel stuck.
Exactly. And here's the most important thing I want you to know about this feeling. It is completely, totally, 100% normal. Almost everyone feels stuck at some point in their life. Students feel stuck when learning gets too hard and progress feels invisible. Adults feel stuck when their job doesn't seem to be going anywhere. People feel stuck in relationships, in routines, in their own habits. Feeling stuck is genuinely part of the human experience, and now you're going to have the English words to talk about it.
So let's look at the basic structure for expressing this feeling. It's beautifully simple. The formula is just I feel plus stuck. 3 small words. I feel stuck. That's your foundation. Then you can add more information to make it more specific and meaningful. For example, I feel stuck in my routine. I feel stuck at work. I feel stuck and I really don't know why. Try saying one of those sentences out loud right now. Go ahead.
That's so true. We often imagine language learning as something dramatic, like one day we suddenly wake up fluent. But that's not really how it works. Most learners improve so gradually that they don't even notice it happening. Then one day they watch a movie and realize they're understanding more. Or they have a conversation and notice they didn't translate as much. Those little victories are signs that your brain is changing.
I remember talking to a learner who told me, I don't feel like I'm improving. So I asked her a simple question. Can you understand more English today than you could 6 months ago? She thought about it for a moment and said, actually, yes. Then I asked, can you express more ideas than you could 6 months ago? Again, she said yes. Sometimes we focus so much on what we still can't do that we forget to appreciate how far we've come.
That's a really important lesson. Progress isn't always obvious when you're living through it. Imagine planting a tree. If you stare at it every day, it doesn't seem to grow. But if you compare it to a picture from a year ago, the difference is incredible. Language learning works the same way. That's why it's useful to occasionally look back and recognize your growth.
Another thing I hear from learners is, I don't have enough time. And honestly, I understand. People are busy. They have jobs, studies, families, responsibilities, and a million things competing for their attention. But here's the good news. Thinking in English doesn't require extra hours in your day. You can practice while doing things you're already doing.
Exactly. You don't need a special study room or expensive course to practice thinking in English. If you're making breakfast, think about the ingredients in English. If you're driving, describe the traffic in English. If you're shopping, make your shopping list in English. These are tiny changes, but they can make a huge difference over time.
Let's imagine a typical morning. You wake up and think, okay, what's my plan today? Then you think, I need to answer some emails, finish a project, and go grocery shopping. That's already English practice. Then, while making coffee, you think, this smells great. I think I'll make another cup. Those simple thoughts are training your brain.
And the best part is that nobody has to know you're doing it. You can practice anywhere. On the bus, at home, during a walk, or even while exercising. You're turning ordinary moments into learning opportunities. That's one reason thinking in English is such a powerful strategy. It fits naturally into your life.
We actually received a message from one of our listeners recently. She said that she started thinking in English for just 5 minutes every morning. At first, it felt awkward and difficult. She constantly forgot words and switched back to her native language. But after a few weeks, something changed.
I love stories like this. What happened?
She said that one day she was talking to an English-speaking coworker and realized she was responding more quickly than before. She wasn't translating every sentence. She wasn't mentally checking every grammar rule. She was just communicating. It wasn't perfect, but it felt natural. And that's exactly what we're aiming for.
That's fantastic. And notice something important. Her improvement didn't come from a magic trick. It came from consistent practice. 5 minutes a day doesn't sound like much, but over weeks and months it adds up. Small habits are powerful because they're easy to maintain.
We also hear from learners who say they feel embarrassed talking to themselves in English. And honestly, I get it. It can feel strange at first. But remember, you're not performing for anyone. You're practicing. Athletes practice. Musicians practice. Language learners should practice too.
Absolutely. And if speaking out loud feels uncomfortable, start with silent thinking. Just create simple English thoughts in your mind. Then, as you become more confident, start saying some of those thoughts quietly out loud. You don't need to jump straight into full conversations.
As we head into a new week, I want to leave you with a challenge. Choose one everyday situation where you normally think in your native language. Maybe it's getting ready in the morning. Maybe it's preparing dinner. Maybe it's walking your dog. Whatever it is, dedicate that activity to English.
And don't make the challenge too big. You don't need to think in English all day long. In fact, that's probably unrealistic for many learners. Start small. 10 minutes, 15 minutes, one routine activity. The goal is consistency, not intensity.
At the end of the week, reflect on your experience. Ask yourself, was it easier than I expected? What words did I need most often? Where did I struggle? What improvements did I notice? Reflection helps you learn even more from the practice.
And remember that every learner's journey is different. Some people start thinking in English quickly. Others take more time. Neither approach is wrong. What matters is that you keep moving forward. Progress isn't a race, it's a process.
Thank you so much for joining us for another episode of Simple English Talks. We genuinely love creating these conversations and sharing this learning journey with you. Every week, we're reminded that language learning connects people from all over the world.
We hope today's episode gave you practical tools, useful ideas, and a little extra motivation. Remember, thinking in English is not about perfection. It's about building a habit. The more often you do it, the easier it becomes.
Keep practicing. Keep being curious. Keep challenging yourself. And most importantly, keep believing that improvement is possible, because it absolutely is.
Thank you for listening. Have an amazing week, enjoy your English practice, and don't forget to share your progress with us. We love hearing from you.
Take care, everyone, and we'll see you next time.
Bye for now, and remember, one English thought at a time can change the way you speak forever.